I never know what I'm going to say. Yeah. Well, guess what, everybody? Welcome back to the Moneypit Homestead. We're not on the homestead today because you know where we're at? We're at the Farm Machinery Show. And we're about to look at all the exhibits. And guess who's with me? Miss Moneypit. That's a rare occasion. Anything to say?
A little breathless. We had to park over there and it was raining.
We just walked 500 miles.
But
Other than that,
we're here.
We're here. And as proof, there's the schedule. Hopefully, we see some other YouTubers and show y'all around the all the exhibits. See what we can find. So, keep coming along with us.
And then you can put those in there.
Well, need a land plane. This is one I've been looking at. I would love to have that on the back of my tractor right now, because I could sure use it. This woods product is our bush hog. That's our bush hog over there, but ours only has a single wheel on it. Anyway, we're moving on. Here we are, living the dream. I told Lisa a minute ago, that's about the size tractor I was looking at, and she goes, now that I've seen this one, this is the one I want. I bet you do, honey. How's it going, brother?
Look at you looking like Santa.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's grown a little bit since you last seen me, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Did y'all just get here today?
You can't escape.
All right.
Come on.
I tried.
But I'm camera shy.
You're camera shy. Yeah, sure you are.
Yeah. Hey,
not like me.
I'm Tony, and this is Tanya, and we're from Tony's Tractor Adventure, and our channel is about just homesteading. We're people of our age, and we're building our homestead, and we're trying to do it all by ourselves. We sawmill, we tractor, we do firewood processing, anything and everything that has to do with the homestead. We're trying to do, you know, gardening, the whole 9 yards. So you guys come and check us out.
Yeah, it's a good channel. Y'all really need to check them out.
I love that enthusiasm.
It is. Well, this is the poster that Daniel took a picture of our little video, and asked Houston, said, hey, where's your picture? Houston had no comeback on that one. That was funny. Well, we haven't filmed a lot here. We just left the meet and greet with Danielarms and Houston, and there were so many people there that we'll try to catch it towards the end maybe. But Massey's are sold there around the hometown, and well, nothing that big. It's more of the ones that sell to out. Anyway, talk about a lot of people out here, a lot of tractors. More people than I've seen in a long time. It's cool to see everybody out here doing this.
Up as an interview?
Yeah, that'd be great. I don't care. I saw that Houston was signing autographs.
Well, we need both of you to sign the hat.
Yeah.
It's good to finally meet you.
Yeah, I did meet you too.
I'll have to look your
We
channel
watch
out.
you guys every night.
Both of us have been chatting about how the name, like, who's not going to remember Moneypit Homestead?
I love it.
Like any Moneypit, anything. Like,
Yeah.
who's not going to remember that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's why I named it.
Thank you.
And it's a true, honest name.
No, we're just growing the YouTube channel. We still got a ways to go.
Plan on it. Joking, plan on being.
How are you?
So where do you get a long drive? Central Kentucky.
Well, Dalton was raised here in Louisville all his life, but we live down past the town.
Well, if you looking at the map on E-Town, around 30 miles on the Western Kentucky Parkway.
On your way down. On your way down to Murray.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
This past year we went down to the
Gulf Coast?
Yeah.
You're going to be there next year.
Yeah, we're going this year.
Yeah.
We'll see you
We'll
there.
definitely see you there.
So they invited us. They wanted us to come this past year, but it was kind of like really late notice thing. And something going on. I remember, I think it was youth rifle season. Kids were here.
Oh yeah, it's about that time.
Yeah.
That's what I was a little surprised to see you do that. That's during youth rifle season. I'm surprised
Well, this
you're going.
year it's not.
Oh, it's
it
not?
won't be during. It's only a 3-day season. It's like mid-October. I think the show's in like September.
It's October. Early October. Yeah.
Nicole, she messaged me on Instagram and she was like, "What's your dates? What's your calendar? When?" So we went and all that.
It's a really nice place. It's right there. Your wife's gonna love it. Hop and jump right across Pensacola.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to take her last year. We had to go in
Pensacola. Were you doing all that fishing down at the Aurora Beach?
No, we didn't fish on the bar.
Okay.
Now when we were shark fishing, when we were on the beach shark fishing, it was literally right at Pensacola, right by not Joe Patty's, crabs.
Crabs on the beach.
Crabs. We were down for crabs though.
You all were close to Portofino's.
Okay.
Yeah, because
No, we were the opposite end.
Oh, Fort Pickens.
Yeah. What's the seafood restaurant?
Peg Leg Pete's.
Peg Legs. We were literally
I knew we would get there at some time.
seafood place on the beach.
Yeah, Peg
we
Leg.
ate at the War.
And you have to be careful the way you say it.
The Orr House.
It's off of on the marina.
That's the Orr House is right beside us.
Yeah.
That's so the Orr House. I literally live. I could hit it with a football
Really?
if I threw it hard enough.
I got
Yeah.
news for you. I ate there cheaper than I can eat at Arby's. We ate breakfast sandwich.
Orr House amazing.
And we ate gator.
And the lobster,
Yeah,
the gator meat.
It was delicious, man. I'd recommend it to anybody. If you're ever back there, eat there.
Yeah.
We'll be
But
back there.
That
Yeah.
beach looked familiar, like where you all had gone, and I was telling Donald, I said, this is where Daniel and his family was.
Yeah.
Hey, I know a guy that knows a guy there, so we're good. I seriously live right beside Orr House.
All right,
Yeah.
We want your address.
Yeah.
I literally take my boat to Orr House all the time.
Oh yeah, some of the most
Yeah.
beautiful boats. I was sitting
Daco,
there-
yeah.
I'm sitting there on the edge watching some of the most beautiful sailboats. And,
Yeah,
and
so that
motorboats.
if that bridge that you can see from right there,
Right.
I live right around the corner from that bridge on Bayou Chico.
Really?
That's where I live. Yeah.
That's close.
Daniel had some of the best fish he's ever eaten in my house, crusted in cheese balls.
I don't know. We had some good fish. It looks like he cooked some good fish out of the creek.
Yeah, that was a whole experimental thing. I don't ever heard of anybody ever saying, "Let's cook fish and crunched up cheese balls."
You got to admit though, it was not bad.
The first piece that was like flash fried, and
Yeah, it got too hot. Yeah,
But
yeah,
after that, it was really good.
yeah.
Who would have ever thought? Cheetos.
Cheese balls, easy, easy.
Don't want to step on a brand name.
That's
No
right.
brand name. Cheese balls.
You good?
Nice meeting you. Well, I'm sure we're going to meet you again. If,
We'll be there. We're just going to go for the Saturday.
well, here we are in the Case IH, and guess what? The tires are bigger than Lisa.
Yeah, this might be the size tractor I need.
Yeah, is that the tractor for you?
Yeah, look at that.
I'm thinking more of this size over here.
No, this one's...
No, you want this one, big one?
You wear yourself out just climbing the stairs.
Yeah. It's a second story tractor.
Wow.
Look at this big one over here.
Now, what is this? What kind of chemicals do they put in
This would be your sprayer and your seeders and all that when they're planters and everything. Big. They're now if they put a front loader on that one over there, yeah, there you go. Those type tractors never have front loaders
Right,
on.
Steve did it.
Oh yeah, we definitely need one of these.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I like that.
Oh yeah. This camera's a little close for everything. You would, huh? Look, it's even got a windshield wiper on it. Boy, look at the seat. That is beautiful. You'd never want to get that dirty.
And I imagine all the work we could do with it.
Yeah. Look at the bucket.
No, it's huge.
The bucket is absolutely huge all by itself. The treads are wide. Boy, it'd be perfect on the farm. Put the grapple on it. Man, that'd be nice. Has anybody ever seen or heard of this company? It looks like Versatile. They got some big equipment. Huge, and I've never even heard of them, and they're like big. Man, definitely something you need on the farm. Yeah, here's the tracks. This one runs on tracks and swivels in the middle. It's a 2-story tractor. You got to go up to the 2nd story to get on it. Well, we're here and made it to the Mahindra booth, and well, we're checking out some tractors. Seems like they only have 1 cab tractor. Oh, here's that new thing. You know, I think I left my battery at home.
Oh, is your battery?
My battery's got half thing.
That's not good.
No, this is that Jeep thing that looks like a Jeep.
You saw that one guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah. If you want a Jeep, there it is. Looks just like a Jeep. Well, unfortunately, the last of that last little thing you saw, those tractors in the Mahindra booth, was the last of it. I'm going to have to get better at trying to interview people, but I'll be honest, trying to get a salesman to talk to you so you could interview him about the tractors and stuff like that, it really just depended, I guess, on who you were or whatever, because it was like everybody vaporized. I had a couple of different occasions where salespeople or people that work in the booths actually did talk to you, and one it was a young guy. I think he was really just trying to get away from everything in the booth. And I was telling Lisa about this big old cedar planter, whatever you want to call it. And he walked up and I said something about, boy, the International has changed since 1984 when we got ours. I said, we got a 1984 484 International, and he's like, well, that was before my time. He looked at his phone and just ignored us, and I don't know what he was doing on his phone, but he did. I guess he was trying to get away from everybody and not let them know he was on his phone. I don't know. It's kind of funny. I looked at Lisa, just kind of shrugged her shoulders. We walked on, and I asked somebody in a booth about a tractor I was really interested in. I thought it was nice. I wouldn't mind trading a Kubota on it. And but you know, it's a bigger tractor and all that, something Lisa could drive better. And well, I asked the salesman. I said, well, where's the nearest dealer to me, you know? And he's like, he was doing something on his phone. He just sitting on the couch, and he said he told some girls, look, where's it at? She kind of, I think there's one near you over here, you know, and she thought that's where it was, but she wasn't really sure. And everybody vaporized. So I like, well, whatever. Got no response from people in the Mahindra booth. I'm really interested in Mahindra, but you know, you're going to have to get people to be interested in it. But anyway, I was watching some videos. I met a guy, and he's a really good interviewer. Y'all need to watch him. He's really good. His name is Brock. and it's Rockhill Farm on YouTube. I'll put a link down there on this, and y'all can go watch some of his interviews. He's, man, I wish I interviewed people as good as he does. He is excellent at interviewing, and got to give him a lot on that. He's a young guy. His little boy was so cute. In some of the videos, he's climbing around on tractors and telling his daddy what he likes and stuff like that, and it's pretty cool to see a young man like that doing. I mean, he seems very smart, very knowledgeable, and he knows a lot of people on these YouTube. And but anyway, it was like I said, I'll leave a link to his channel. But he was one of the ones that I had to agree with. That he said, you know, I don't think I've ever seen so many lazy salespeople that don't want to talk to you. And that's true. It didn't matter what booth you went in, and I don't care whether it was a foreign tractor or equipment, whatever equipment that was 2 or 3 stories tall, on tracks, whatever, you know, skid loaders. It just, nobody seemed interested in talking to people. You know, in the Kubota booth, they was, yeah, they showed no love whatsoever. I said something about having a Kubota, and it was like, yeah, never mind. I'll talk to you later. And I'm a talker. I mean, you know, well, you all know that by now. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this up by saying I really had a great time. I wish I could have videoed Hank a lot more and interviewed him again. He is he's a funny guy, and I know good and well if whoever lives around him has got a great friend and stuff. I feel like we got a pretty good friend with him. It was so funny to see him. Lisa leaned up behind him. He was in there just talking to, well, he was actually talking to Tony and from Tony's Tractors, Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and so, you know, everybody was in there, and they were talking to some salesmen just sitting around on the couch talking, and he was in a big way telling a story, and about the time he finished the story, Lisa leaned over behind him and went, "How about you?" And he jumped up and turned around, and he was even happy to see us, it seemed like. But yeah, it was a good day. We met Tony. Like I said, I've been watching Tony's Tractors. Let's see, it was Tony. Actually, the technical name is Tony's Tractor Adventure Homestead. And yeah, he's got a really good channel. I'm telling you, he has more knowledge about tractors and doing things around the homestead, sawmills. He's got a lot going on, and extremely nice and funny. And evidently he was teasing me because I didn't give him enough when I said, yeah, he's got a really good channel. And I thought, I mean, I didn't want to be over the top about it, you know, but then, but he goes, well, I like that enthusiasm. Like I said, he's cracking me up. They all crack me up, they really do. But anyway, so we got to meet his wife, Lisa, and him. Lisa and her got to be pretty good friends. They did some exchanging of whatever they did exchanging, and that's pretty cool. But like I said, we got to interview them. It's a really good interview. It would, you know, well, if I had the interview skills that Rock has, man, I need to start honing my interview skills, I guess. Be a little bit more diligent in the things I ask and questions and stuff like that. Do a little bit. Evidently he does a lot of homework because, like I said, man, he's a good interviewer. Daniel Arms, we didn't get to see him. He said he had to go. They was dragging him away, and they were kind of dragging Hank away. Is the reason I didn't get to do interview either one of those two at that time. But well, I mean, they got things to do, so it's just the way it is. But anyway, like I said, Daniel said, hey, we'll come down here to Meetup and we'll interview down there. And I said, oh, that's cool. So anyway, they all took off, and we roamed around. When it came time for the interview, man, that line was just so cotton picking long. I thought, well, we'll just go back. And it got closer to the end, and we found a place where there was only one family in front of us. So we snuck in there, and nobody ended up coming behind us. And man, you talk about we got all kinds of talking in there, boy. Daniel was he was funny because he's like, who wouldn't remember Moneypit Homestead? He goes, that's a great name for a channel. Well, thank you. I thought it was pretty cool too. But anyway, it was his camera, the guy that took he just said, here, give me your camera, and took it and stuff. And I'll have a link for him too. He fishes a lot and stuff like that. And it was cameraman Ron, yeah, cameraman Ron. I thought he called him Captain Ron. And but I went back and rewatched the video where they, because I knew I watched the video where they had a bunch of, they took cheese balls and ground them and put them on their fish and fried it that way. And they were talking about how good it was, so I had to go back and watch it to see it. And yeah, in that one though, he called him Cameraman Ron. So I looked up the YouTube channel, and I'll put that on there, and couldn't find out. He's got a really good YouTube channel too. And so anyway, one thing leads to another. And but like I said, we had a great time at the show. I wish my battery hadn't have died so soon. And man, did it rain yesterday. It was 60 some degrees yesterday. I think it was 64 degrees. And it was just pouring rain, absolutely. I mean, it was we never did get, the whole time we went to Louisville on the expressways and stuff, we couldn't get up to the speed limit. That's how much water was on the road. There was people that was passing us. I'm sure they was doing the speed limit, but there was also cars off on the side of the road too. So hopefully the ones that passed us wasn't none of those. And yeah, we had to walk a long ways to get in it, and because the whole place was just so packed. If y'all ever get a chance to go early. We ended up not getting there as early as I wanted to, but it was early, I guess. We got to see, since the camera died, we got to see all we wanted to see. We used to, when we were dating, we went to the what they call hot rod night, and that's where the alcohol burners are and stuff like that. They usually run 3 classes on Thursday nights, and that was always the 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive trucks, and then they drove the alcohol burning tractors. That was pretty much an unlimited class. I've seen anywhere from 6 to 12 motors on some of those things, and probably by now more, but on those tractors. But yeah, that was the reason I like the alcohol burners so much, is they're blowing the ceiling tiles out of Freedom Hall. And if you go on any other night and watch the tractors, I love watching tractor pulls in the open, but when they're inside a building like that and the diesels are going, those fumes, they go, well, the vacuum cleaners, no, the vacuum cleaner never stays hooked up because them tractors bounce so much. And the next thing you know, the whole building's filled with diesel fumes. So we used to like going on the alcohol night, but anyway, like I said, the whole place is just, it's an experience that needs to be experienced at least once in your life. You need to at least once go to the Farm Machinery Show, and I plan on going again next year too. So anyway, maybe I'll take more batteries with me. Well, I tell you what, when you don't put one in your pocket and you think you did and just leave, well, that's a bad plan. Maybe next time I'll have a better plan. But anyway, like I said, hopefully you've watched all the way to the end, and tell me what you like and what you dislike, and go to some of these channels that I talked about and stuff, and I'll list in there. If you're not a subscriber to those channels, you should be, because they have a lot of good stuff, and they're really good guys. You'll get a kick out of all of them, their wives, their families, everybody about them. Good wholesome fun, good wholesome times. So like I said, I'm ending this video right now, and until next time, may God bless your days the way He always does ours. See ya.